Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Matty Views. And today we're back in Franconia, New Hampshire, heading up to Mount Liberty and Mount Flume. And I've been having such a good time with my cousin Blake, so he's back to join me again. And of course, Sonoma here with us. I'm getting a trail dog. My dog is just too old. Hips are getting a little bit bad, so I can't bring her out, but it's been incredible having a little furry companion out here. So what we know about today, Mount Liberty and Mount Flume, is basically almost like a horseshoe style trail. And I didn't want to do a lot of research because I've been really digging kind of some surprises. So I just read just a little bit, and I know that it's kind of challenging and that you should go up to Mount Flume first, because going down that trail can be kind of dangerous. So first mile or 1.2 miles in here are very easy from what I'm reading, because it's basically like a bike trail that you follow in. So once we get to that 1 mile mark or so, we'll check in. But here we are again, Franconia, Mount Flume, Mount Liberty today. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody, so we had parked in the Flume Visitor Center parking lot, and there was a trail for a bike path, which is what we're following right now. And I know we're on the right path because we have this sign here. It says Liberty Spring Trail, which is where we're going, and we're going to come out that way. So basically this first half mile, a little bit longer than that, has been just this bike path. It's gone up, it's gone down, not challenging at all. So stay on this bike path until you get to that Liberty Spring Trail, and that's where it forks off and you can go left or right, and we'll explain that a little bit more when we get there. Okay guys, so everything I had read is going the way it should be, so we're gonna go up this Flume Slide Trail, because from what I read it was very difficult to go down this, so it's wiser to go up it. So stay on that bike path, continue on. You're gonna see this sign right here. About a mile in, and then we're gonna now veer to the right and head up the Flume Slide Trail. Hit Flume first, then 1.2 miles over to Liberty. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. 1.4 miles in, 30 minutes or so, and we here are at the sign for Mount Flume, and we're gonna go up the Flume Slide Trail, 3.4 miles to the summit. And we're going to be coming down the other side because we're going to hit Liberty. So we're going to come down the Liberty Spring Trail. So once you get to the top of Mount Flume, 3.4 miles away from here, it's 1.2 miles over to Liberty. Much beyond that, I don't know. I thought I had seen that the views on Liberty aren't that good, but the ones up on the Flume are spectacular. So, like I said, I'm here with my cousin Blake. I didn't want to do too much research. I basically just find out, you know, where the trailhead is, where to park, signage to look for, and the rest of it's going to be a surprise today. So stay with us and let's see what we find. Thank you. Okay, everybody, we're 2 miles in, and we are on the Flume Slide Trail. And the trail so far coming in, not bad. Some ups, some downs. The grades aren't too bad. Real steady, easy, one stream crossing. So again, you shouldn't have a problem getting out here. Very easy to find with the signs and just a little bit of research. So once we get into some harder stuff, I'll let you know. Hey everybody, welcome back. 3.3 miles in. Just got a shot of this sign here with an arrow pointing to the left just to stay on the trail here. And there's not much to report along the way. You do get some scenic water crossings, but not very hilly, steady climb, enjoyable. So not much to report. Off we go. Okay, everybody, we are just under 4 miles in, 3.9 miles. And the Unicorn and Rainbow Trail has now ended, and we're getting into the thick of it. So now we start climbing. Grades have picked up, and it's starting to get really steep. So I would say up to that 3.9, 4 mile mark, smooth sailing. Take a quick break, and then get on your way. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody. Here we are in the thick of it, and we are literally going straight up. And I can understand why they recommend to go this way up and not come down, because I can imagine if there was some rain, this would be a pretty slick way to go. And we're going vertical here. It's gnarly, and as you can see, it just goes straight up, and we're coming out of the tree line real quick. Elevation gain really fast. So enjoy that first four miles or so, because you end up paying for it here. See you soon. Okay, not much to say here. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the GoPro away and just focus on climbing this, because it looks pretty difficult. And I want to focus on what I'm doing, and I'll report back to you if and when I make it to the top of this section. Talk to you soon. Guys, we are just climbing. This is nothing but climb, and it's exhausting. This is not a first timer's hike right here. This is it's pretty exhausting, so keep that in mind. This may be something you want to tackle later on in your venture of the 48, but you got to go through it. And we're talking just straight elevation here going up. You got to watch your footing, and it's tiring. All right, everybody, I just want to throw an interesting stat at you. When it started getting kind of funky, we were at the 4 mile mark. We are at 4.4 miles. So we haven't even gone a half a mile. We had to stop and take a break. That climbing section is no joke. We're definitely gassed. This is definitely the hardest climb I've been on thus far throughout my journey. Usually with other ones, you go up a little bit and maybe there's some kind of point where it evens out and you get a little bit of a reprieve, but that just hasn't happened here, and there's nothing but climb in the back of me. So be ready, get some sleep, get some exercise, make sure you're ready to go. This one's no joke. Okay guys, we kind of made it out of that heavy rock stuff there, that rock climbing, and I want to let you know that when you get past that stuff, there is a don't veer off, because it looks like you can kind of go left. Stay to the right. If you really take a good look at it, you'll know you're on the right trail. I think maybe people might bushwhack up the other trail to get up there a little faster. That's not something I'm willing to try at this point. So stay on this little rock trail. And looking at the map, I don't know how far away we are. I'm thinking about a mile, but who knows? This trail is just one of those ones where you're getting beat up. And I'm not really focusing on maps and miles, just staying safe. Yeah, definitely stay to the right. Yeah, and this is what it's been. Pretty much this last mile. We'll say last 0.6 of a mile. Brutal. Okay, everybody, let me tell you something. After you climb that last 0.7 of a mile, you're not going to be happier than to see this sign that says 0.1 up to Mount Flume. Oh my God. Wow. Brutal. We're beat up. We're tired. We can't wait to get to the summit, grab some snacks and some water, but be ready. That one's just a real ass kicker. See you at the top. Okay, everybody. Here we are, just about to get to the summit, and it was grueling, but I gotta tell you, it's phenomenal up here. Phenomenal. Let me just get here to the summit. Here we go. Here we are. Just unbelievable. Clouds, fog. Number 10. 10 of 48.
How are you doing, weirdo?
Yes.
Hey, Steph.
All right, so there's Liberty over there, surrounded by cloud fog, and that's where we're headed. 1.2 miles from here to there. Take this trail, and then we're going to take the Liberty Spring trails back to the parking lot. So it's almost like a horseshoe, and the views up here are spectacular. Well worth it. Really, really great views. Super excited. Recharged, had a snack, some water, and we're on our way. I'll let you know how this trail goes. Welcome back, everybody. On our way over to Mount Liberty, and the trail so far has been downhill, very easy, and now we're starting to pick up here again, getting up to Liberty. But say it's just your average walk between mountains, nothing like going up the slide that we went up. So all in all, stop over there, get fueled up, and then head over here. Or, you know, you don't have to take the way that we did. You can go up the Liberty Springs Trail and just kind of do like an out and back. Or there's another trail people were talking about called the Lincoln Woods Trail. So that wasn't on the map that I have, but I'm glad that we did it the way we did it. It's been an experience. And now I'm getting kind of winded just going up this little spot over here, but yeah, fun nonetheless. Great views at the Flume, well worth it. See you at Liberty. All right, everybody, here we are. Top of Liberty. As you can see, Flume off there in the distance. .360-degree views up here. Get over to that peak there in a second, but just great. What a wild ride it's been today. Definitely feeling it all over my body, but this is what it takes. Love it. Man, 1.2 miles away over there, the Flume. Excellent. Time for a snack. And then we'll head back out to the car. And right now, 5.9 miles, 3 hours, 46 minutes so far. That includes the breaks that we took. But great stuff. Okay guys, just came off of Mount Liberty, and you can see some signage here if you wanted to just really go all out. Mount Lafayette's 3.5 miles away. And as I said earlier, we're going to head down the Liberty Springs Trail, which I believe is 2.2 miles to where we kind of forked off at the beginning of the video, and then about another 1.5 miles back to the car or so.